Dan, do you have a question?
Start off with, it was a great win for our program. You know, Tom has breathed life into the program and energy, and the league is, he just happened to be coming into the league when the league is the best it's maybe ever been. For Auburn, this is our fourth straight over Georgia. It hasn't happened since 1979. That's a significant accomplishment for our program. This is a great, really good program, and obviously the future is bright. But it's a real sign that we're building something at Auburn. We were in deep foul trouble. Austin Wiley was not here. Malik Dunbar was here, but he pulled an ab muscle in Monday's practice. He traveled with us and tried to warm up. We just couldn't go. He could have gone, but the trainer said if you need him in an emergency, I just didn't want to play him under those circumstances. So he only had 8 guys, and obviously got in some serious foul trouble and yet battled. I thought Horace Spencer showed great leadership as a senior, coming off the bench, and Georgia's bench usually outscores and outplays their opponents because they're deep, and obviously it hurt them not having Ray Sean tonight as well. So it's a great win for all of them.
Bruce, can you talk about the last play? Was it set for Chuma and what you saw, and then overall just talk about second chance points or something you got there?
Yeah. Well, Horace had some tremendous second chance points. Had some just great runs at the board. Chuma kept a lot of balls alive. Samir, it was big for us. Great effort, energy plays. The last play is it's kind of a no-brainer. You got 3 seconds on the shot clock. It's a one-touch possession. But the only thing we did different is we flip-flopped Chuma, who always inbounds, with Samir, who is always on the ball side block. We just inverted them. And the reason why I did that is I wanted size of the catch, in the sense that I wanted a player like Chuma or Anthony to be able to look over a smaller player to get a clean look. And so he could have ripped and gone to the basket, but I told him, I said, if you like your catch, shoot it.
So when we say Dunbar was only available, in an emergency situation, does that not mean a close game? Does that not mean a season?
It's a great question. I think when a trainer tells you, I'd rather have him not play, but he's available in an emergency, I really don't think that's a great question. There really is no option. He shouldn't play. Trainer doesn't think he should play, he shouldn't play. And so, because if he strains that ab, now he's out longer. Maybe we can get him back for Saturday against Mississippi State.
Obviously, with the Georgia players on the team, you have. Does this game mean just a little more? And of course, for Chuma to hit that shot, is that just something extra?
I think a couple of things. First of all, this is a great rivalry. I mean, I don't know if you live in the area, and I live over the area there in Auburn, that game matters. A lot of respect between the two programs, but the game matters. It's pretty close to the Alabama series. It's huge for us in recruiting because there are so many great players in Atlanta. Atlanta's an hour and 15 minutes from the Auburn campus. With the exception of Chuma, all right, who Georgia recruited really hard. My other Georgia players were not recruited by Georgia. And so Georgia got players that were ranked ahead of them. So it means something to them. It does. Because I guarantee you those kids still love the state of Georgia. They're from Georgia, But Auburn gave them an opportunity. And I think these kids have really taken advantage of the opportunity that they've had. Look at the career Jared Harper's having. He was second team all conference last year. Look at the career Bryce Brown's having. Bryce Brown was ranked 350th in high school basketball. He had no SEC offers. He's had himself having a terrific career. Anthony McLemore had he had Ivy League offers, but he was a supreme athlete, a great student, a great kid. So we've lucked out. We clearly have lucked out with some of these kids.
Coach, you talked on Tom Crean and the job he's done here. You know, looking from your perspective, and what has stood out to you about how he's gone about doing that, trying to create interest in getting this program built back up?
I think Tom has a different level, he has a different expectation for his programs. He has a championship expectation for his programs, so he's got champagne taste, and so he's gonna recruit champagne-type players, which means he's gonna recruit higher-ranked players and you know, tougher players to get. And he's got a good team. I mean, they've got really, really good pieces. This Georgia team, perhaps in another year, would have a much different looking record. I mean, this Georgia team's gonna beat Texas. Beat them pretty good. That tells you how good our league is.
Bruce, in the second half,